Hello, everybody. My name is Tanner Babcock. I'm going to be talking today about DWM, the Dynamic Window Manager by Suckless. Here is my repository for it on GitLab. Here's the readme.org. I've already applied about six or seven patches to this build of DWM. It says DWN right there. I just noticed that. But yeah, we're going to be applying another patch to it today. Here's my little table of the key bindings. And if we're going to work with this, we're going to want to clone it. But first, thought I should show off my GitHub sponsors page. If anyone out there, anyone at all, would be willing to sponsor me, head on over to my GitHub profile. There's going to be a link to it in the description, and you could give me some money. $4 a month, $20 a month, or $100 a month. If anyone out there could give me any money at all, I would really appreciate it. But now that we got that out of the way, let's clone my DWM repository. I'm going to type git clone git at gitlab.com, user tbsuckless, that's the name of my GitLab group, dwm.git, and that's going to clone into DWM. Alright, now that's done cloning. Let's look at my recent commits. This program is called TIG. The name of it is TIG, which is Git backwards. It's pretty clever. Here's some of my more recent commits, some new patches I've applied, like the rotate stack patch, the hide vacant tags patch. I actually have 9 tags up here, but you can only see 3 of them. I removed those little squares. I don't know anyone that likes those little squares. But yeah, here's DWM, and if I want to compile this the void Linux way, I'm going to have to copy all of these files out of this directory, which is in my Git directory, copy them over to the void packages directory, master.dir, build.dir, DWM 6.3. So now, if I go into void packages, type xbps source build cf dwm, that is going to compile my build of DWM. And there. That's how we compile stuff the void Linux way. But yeah, right now, if I did a git status, there's no changes made to this repository at all. It's a fresh repository. But now let's pick out a patch that I can apply to my build of DWM. Let's download this single tag set patch because I'm using multiple monitors right now and it looks pretty useful. So we're just going to grab this diff at the top because that should be the newest one. We'll right click in Qt browser and do a save link, and that should save the diff file. So this is my current working directory, /home/babcock/git/DWM. We are going to bring in this patch we just downloaded into this directory. DWM single tag set .diff. There's the diff right there. Now first, let's see if this is gonna be easy. When applying patches to suckless programs like DWM and ST and dmenu, sometimes you can just type, git apply, and then the name of your patch, like that. And sometimes it just applies it right away, no problems, easy peasy, and other times there's trouble. So let's see if there's going to be any trouble or not. Yep. Patch failed. DWM.C, line 49. So let's take a look at this. DWM.C. Oh, yep. The very first change that is made. Git told me it couldn't do it automatically. So let's spawn another terminal. I have a patch in my ST, so I can spawn another terminal with the same directory. And this terminal will put us back in the git/DWM directory. But yeah, so let's just go through this line by line. I'm going to copy the individual lines that are listed here. It might take a little bit. I don't think this patch is super long, but let's still do it. Let's do it anyway. I'm going to open dwm.c in Vim. Yeah, I kind of like DWM. I mean, it's not my first choice for a window manager. It is kind of a cool project, though. It's cool how you're supposed to apply these patches to it, so you can kind of extend the window manager, and you don't have to add any features that you don't need. That's the suckless quality of it. DWM, like all of their other programs, is supposed to be compiled every time you make a change. Even to your config.h file, you're supposed to recompile DWM and replace the old binary of DWM on your system with your newly compiled DWM binary every time. And this throws off a lot of people. It doesn't really throw me off because, I love ST and dmenu, and I totally swear by those. My problems with DWM don't really have much to do with this compiling and recompiling stuff, but I'll get into that later, maybe. Here's dwm.c. Here, define intersect. All right. Define is visible. So we're going to remove this definition of is visible and add a new one. We can do that. We don't even have to delete this old line. We can just comment it out with // A lot of people who use DWM and suckless stuff are not really programmers. I think that's kind of crazy because these suckless programs expect you to write C to configure these programs, so it must be so much harder for people that aren't programmers. Fortunately, I am. So I'm going to type define is visible, takes two arguments, a C and an M. We'll go over here. C tags and M tag set, M cell tags. So now our C preprocessor knows that if it sees the string or the function is visible anywhere in this dwm.c file, it knows to replace that with this. Except instead of C and capital M, it will replace those with whatever arguments we pass into this macro. So what else does this patch do? It changes the isVisible macro. It has a new data type here, client list, it looks like. I'm just going to write that change to this file. Go down to line 82, so not very far. Alright, see here? It's right here. Right before the typedef struct monitor and typedef struct client, we are going to add another line. Typedef struct client list. So add our new data type there. Now what's next? Struct monitor. Down on line 124-ish. So we're going to go down here. Here's the struct monitor. This line, this part right here, tells us where to look in dwm.c to make these changes. The patch didn't apply automatically because I've applied other patches to my build of DWM, and these line numbers are just wrong. And if they're not wrong, then the contents of the file are going to end up being different than what this diff file expects those files to be like. So that's why git apply didn't work. Now what's here? So clients. We're going to remove this, comment out that. We're going to add client list, CL, pointer to our new client list object. I have these version control highlighters here, so if you're seeing these yellow lines and these green lines, that means these are changes that I've made to these files, and they haven't been staged yet. So my Vim tells me which lines have been modified and which lines are new. So this is a new line right here, clientlist.cl. Go down here, typedef struct rule. There's typedef struct rule. So right after this, we will define the struct for the client list. Struct client list. Client stack. There's our struct. There is our new data type. Save the changes there. See what's next. There's a new function, static void attach clients. We're going to add that right after attach. I've never known why these suckless programs always use static functions like this instead of just having, dwm.h. I don't know. I don't know why these suckless guys do a lot of the things that they do. They have their reasons, though. They have a million different reasons, like, oh, you can't do it like this. It has to be like this because of suckless philosophy, because of this and that, and the other thing. So go down here, adding another function, or changing the function prototype for next tiled. So we'll go down here. I'm not seeing next tiled. Monocle, motion notify, move mouse. There. Static client next tiled. Right under my nose. So we'll comment out that. In case for some reason the patch doesn't work, and you can go back in here and look, okay, well, what is the normal version of DWM supposed to do? Well, we can just see that because we didn't delete these lines, we just commented them out. And the C compiler knows to ignore them. So we'll type static client next tiled client C, another argument monitor M for the monitor object. Now what's next? Down to line 208 for static display DPY. Static display DPY. After the draw, after monitor, after window, we'll add a new global variable. Static client list CL. That's our new data type that we just made. Now let's go down to here into the function apply rules. Yeah, that's basically what I was doing for 35 or 40 minutes, but long story short, I'm back now. I did one of these to compile it. I just did this whole file. I did all of it, and I recorded it. And then I compiled it just like that, and it compiled, and then I did one of these, sudo cp DWM into user bin DWM. It's not going to do it right now. It says text file busy because I'm using DWM. But I closed out of DWM and I ran that command, and it is now a single tag set. Both monitors, because I'm using my actual monitor, and this is to the right of my laptop monitor. They both share the same set of 9 tags now. So that's pretty cool. It took a long time editing those source files. I think I found another patch that's going to be easier to use, because, look at this. Yeah, this patch is not nearly as complicated, so this would be a better one to do on the recording. We're going to right-click here and save link to download this diff file. And if you're wondering about this volume repeat random thing, I have my SL status configured to run MPC format artist title host 127.0.0.2, and I pipe that into head 1 to get my currently playing artist and song title, but nothing's playing right now, so that's what it outputs. But see, you know, I wanted to play something right now. Now you can see this status changed to tantrum throwers. It'll be playing some tantrum throwers. I have some key bindings set to turn the volume down a little bit. As you can see up there, my volume widget, the numbers going down. But yeah, that's what I did basically. If I go back to git/DWM, I can remove this diff file. I do gs for git status, and the only file that has changes is dwm.c. So I'm going to add dwm.c. I'm going to vim the readme.org, and I'm going to fix this typo because it's DWM, not DWN. We'll do a git add readme.org, and I will commit these two files. For the commit message, I'll write patch added single tag set. Actually, I'll add this patch to my list of patches down here before I commit, so I don't make too many commits. I'm not in Emacs, but that's alright. What's it called? Single tag set? Single tag set space. Single tag space. Save that Word file, add it to the stage area. Now I will added single tag set. I'll do a git pussy, which is my alias for git push origin main. And just type gpusm. Alright guys, I think I'm done messing with DWM today. I didn't get that last patch to work. I just fixed a bug that was there from the previous patch. But if I do git status, I made another commit that fixed my bugs. This video is kind of a mess, but I mean, I got this single tag set working, and I got the status bar on all monitors working, so like look at that. And then look back here. I'm pretty proud about that. Thanks for watching my video, everyone. I know it's been really long. It's been fun. I like DWM a lot more now. I still have issues with it. I feel kind of silly, you know, logging out and replacing this binary and logging back in and doing all these patches, but I mean, that's just the suckless way, you know? I mean, that's how it works. People like that it works like that. DWM has a lot of features that just, you know, isn't in vanilla DWM, and they really should be. And other window managers have these features, but with DWM, you kind of have to patch it before it starts to get more usable. Well, anyway, I think I've made mine a little more usable, so thanks for watching, everyone. It's been fun. My name is Tanner Babcock.